You ready?
Yep.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Tyler Gray, and I want you to go to my website, doyougotgems.com, and make sure you purchase a wonderful fucking item from me. Any item. Signature pieces, abundance keychains, pocket full of stones. You know, I'm a crystal healing jewelry designer. My shop is in Alpharetta. You come down, store pickup only. Sound like people, so you can't come with my shit. You understand? But no, yeah, make sure you follow me at Got Gems Showroom and _Got Gems. And
Like,
yeah,
okay, so
guys.
it was the secret.
You mean?
What? What?
Yes.
What?
We
Yes.
here. We here.
Oh, it's in the corner. Yes. Okay, so this freaking book, you turn into the narrator of this freaking book, and like in 2016 when I read this, it changed my life, and I started going on my songwriting journey. But that's a whole nother story. Like in 2012 when I was in Las Vegas and I drove to California and went to X Factor, I passed all the auditions, and when it got to the point of the callback time, we had to wait like 4 months. And when I came back to Las Vegas, boom, parents getting divorced. Like it was some crazy shit up until the point to where, let's just say I recreated myself and ended up coming to Atlanta. I had my son around 2012. So when I came out to Atlanta, better opportunity in the music world of being a Black business owner and all of that amazing stuff. So I got out here to Atlanta. It was a bigger music scene. I got straight into call center work. I went into an artist shell mode like 2016 or 2015. And yeah, that was crazy because I thought I was going to have to stick with my backup plan and be in call centers for the rest of my life. So I can talk all day and you're like, damn, but I'm trying to make it short. But
Nah, girl, it's all about you. We got time for you today.
it was wild because, like, okay, so I've been in retail and visual merchandise and all of that for 10 years. I'm 29. So when I moved out here to Atlanta in 2015, you know, I transitioned over to call center and I wanted to wear a suit, you know, but after I wanted to wear a suit and all that shit, you know, I was forgetting about, you know, my craft and my music and everything. But gemstones, I started selling gemstones at the call center. My manager kind of motivated me to put it into a business because he always kept calling them freaking rocks and it was pissing me off.
They're not rocks,
like,
okay?
It's a gemstone. They're minerals of the earth, and you know,
Right.
You know, so it's like it really is about your belief system. I'm like the happy-go-lucky creature with these stones, and like it got up to this point. But you know, yeah, I started my business in 2016. I started Got Gems. Each one teach one crystal property at a time. My rapping skills sucked ass. I sucked. You know, I sucked. I learned as I was learning about, you know, boom, bam. All right, people want crystals, but they wanted me to rap them. They wanted my energy. So it just got, so I started getting obsessed with copper. So once from 2016, you know, it got serious. 2018, that's when I became online. So like I did the whole online Shopify e-commerce. So started vendoring in 2018 at Trap Art Atlanta. Yeah, you guys, I started first. So the people I've met at Trap Art in 2018, it was crazy because at first you guys hit me up to be a host. Then you guys hit me up to I reached out to you guys to vendor. And then I reached out to you guys to perform. So I was able to do all of that in 2018 with you guys. And from there, I was like, where y'all go? Because y'all came to Atlanta and y'all left. I'm like, oh, man. So, and like you know, in Las Vegas, I know that you guys started in California. I'm just like, all right, boom. I'll go anywhere you guys are at because I need you guys to know that I rock with y'all. Like, y'all.
Yes, we love to see it.
Oh, my God. So I started getting better with my rapping skills. So I didn't know how better I was getting to where I was turning into a jewelry designer. So, you know, I have like 6 or 7 signature pieces now up into 2021. You know, as time from 2018 to 2019, my prices just start going up because I was learning about the art world and how you don't fucking belittle your craft. You don't just put your artwork up and say, hey, that's $10 because like I seen how like the art world changed my life. I started singing only at art shows. I only started vendoring at art shows, and you guys made me feel comfortable. So from Trap Art, I started vendoring at nothing but art shows. I made sure I linked up with the curlators, and I ended up being able to do my 10-minute showcase of singing at some wonderful art showcases out here. So boom, bam, that happens. And then when COVID hit, right when Trap Art Miami was going to Trap Miami, I'm from Miami, so I'm like, yeah, I'm there. And they said they had the models, so I was going to be able to design like a whole bunch of pieces for the models. So I was going to be there, and COVID started. So
COVID everything down.
Yeah, when COVID started last year, I took the chance. And, you know, my mom, you know, I'm on some manifestation shit. Like, anything I want, I get. Ask, believe, receive it. You got to stay in tunnel vision. So, you know, I live in Alpharetta, Georgia, right? You know, I did everything to where I invested in myself, right? So when COVID happened, you know, the unemployment, you know, that started or whatever. So, you know, I had to wait on my back pay. I waited like 20 weeks for my back pay. So by the time they gave me all my money back for my back pay, it was probably like up to 10 grand probably. But boom, when they gave me that, man, me and my mom was driving Alpharetta. There's like this pyramid shaped freaking shop right behind Dairy Queen. And I seen it in January last year. I was scared, like, no, I don't need a storefront. No, not time. But, you know, I wanted to go to Fenham College, you know, when I graduated high school. So I built the whole store, per store my graduation year. So I wanted to go to Fenham. I couldn't afford it. That was like my project senior year. And like, hell no, Fenham College, California. No, you can't afford that shit, you know. So by fast forwarding, I did the whole art school, try to do all that and like hide that part of me. So when I got out to Atlanta and created all my art friends and all my everybody out here, it's like it woke me up until a point where boom, I seen the place in January. My mom drove behind the Dairy Queen. She seen it again. And during COVID, like I said, my money had hit. I was saving up the money and I ended up being the landlords. They're a whole Indian small family that owns the Dairy Queen, and they own the back part. So, you know, my mom asked them, can she see it for me? So I'm like, you tripping. So, you know, that was April last year. So it was crazy because like when I walked in, it was magical. The backyard is huge. Like I wanted to create a garden art show. Like eventually I wanted people to trust me to know like, hey, I really love art because my family, you know, they supposed to be drawing. My mom supposed to be an architect. My brother, like everybody supposed to be drawing, but so I had to show them that boom, I wanted to develop like a mini small art gallery. And not only that, like I wanted to have my own listening party. Not only that, I'm an actress. I wanted to film my own shit. I've been acting since 2013. I want to have film location. I've been on so many sets and shit to a point where I'm obsessed with film location. So I'm a film location. So I seen how that happened, man. April, he gave me the lease. You know, he gave me the keys. I didn't really even have to pay, you know, he let me move all my stuff in. And so like May hit, I mean, it was crazy. I've been having my mom's stuff in my in her closet for like 2 years. Like I'm obsessed with props. I want to be creative director. I got, you know, all that amazing shit. So, bruh, like, yeah, April, May hit, like, I'm here. So this is my shop. So I'm a showroom.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a showroom now. I had my first songwriters block listening party last month. I sold all the tickets for $3.33. It was virtual and online. You know, it's that when you're an artist and you really have to have the 5 streams of income. You don't know, you know, when you get depressed on being in corporate America, when you gonna give up and just say, no, I'm going back, you know. But my son is 9, so I can't just jump out the scene. So, you know, amazing things happen this year. You know, I'm reoccurring on the Resident TV show, so I'm now no more just a background artist. I'm on the show as a nurse and a administrator. So you guys can check that show out every Tuesday on Fox. You know? Yes. And then on you know, Marvel film, the Marvel film, I'm a featured singer on the Marvel Falcons and the Winter Soldier season 2 on episode 3. So you guys can check that out on Disney Plus, coming out next month. And I'm the featured singer. You're gonna see me having a gun to Anthony Mackie and shit. So that's why I was like promo time, and anybody I go to as far as promoting me, it's gonna be Trap Art, and like I fuck with y'all. Yeah, like y'all are amazing. You people don't understand. You gotta rock with the people that rock with you, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah. So this book changed my life in 2016. Somebody gave me this book and told me after I read the book, all my dreams, everything was going to start aligning itself. And I kid you not, like this book, I recommend everybody that's on a spiritual, everybody that's in an entertainment world or that's an artist or anything, read The Alchemist. It will change your life. And
big facts.
Yeah. So that's
girl.
Me.
I gotta give it up to you because you really out here killing it. You really doing it.
Thank you, man.
I gotta give you your flowers. Like, that's amazing. That sounds like it's been, you know, a pretty wild journey for you, you know.
Oh yeah, it got to a point where the mental side, like, yeah, I got the lease in April. You know, they did in Georgia, the state of Georgia. You know, I got my whole power on, my business power on. What, July, August hit? Nobody even knows it. If you look on all my social medias, you would not have known, but I feel like people need, my power was off for 3 months in this shop. 3 months, because there was a glitch in the business power, or whatever the case may be. They let COVID where you can have payment plans. So you know, I paid the payment plan. I didn't know. I came back from Las Vegas thinking like, hey, there's a glitch. And, you know, they're like, oh, no, you know, your power's due or whatever. Boom, boom, bam. The payment plan didn't go for this. It went for this, this, and that. Whatever they told me, I couldn't catch up. Like, I ended up working for Amazon as HR, from working from home as an HR case manager, putting people on COVID leave. So it's not the typical COVID leaves. I mean, I done heard everything from the worst thing possible. I was like a therapist. So I was working from home inside of this shop on my laptop. This is their laptop. They haven't got it yet. They end up ending my contract right before March because I was on a 9-month contract. But they peep game that I'm a whole fucking business shop owner. Like, every day I had to wake up getting into my ego, like getting out of my ego. But it was just a point where I had to catch up. Like, it was crazy because, you know, I didn't know for the 3 months that my whole power was off, and I'm stressing like, oh my God. I'm having business meetings with art people in the daytime. I'm talking about they don't even know, you know, come to 8 to 5, don't come after 5.
Right.
Oh my God. I was depressed. Man. I was depressed from like July, August, September, October, all that time. And then don't mention, you know, I'm a storefront owner, sell slow. So people see me now as, oh, she got a shop now. Yeah, I got bills now, definitely do, you know. And it's not even that. It's like I got to stop. So it's really huge. So you want to become, I don't even like being called like an entrepreneur. I'm just doing what I love and loving what I do. And you know, that was a wild time, because if you look back, it's like, damn, I didn't even know her power was out. The power was out, bro. And like, I didn't ask nobody for help. One day I finally forgot, like, my dad has a business. I can call him and he can put the power in his name. And for the whole 3 months I had the power out, my daddy could have had it on the next day. So it was like I had to do some reevaluation with everybody and people around me and stuff. And it was like, it was getting real weird to a point where, yeah, I now have a crystal shop. All these crystals are definitely talking to me about who and what, you know. Man. So this is my feng shui. You know, the people that have been believing in me since I moved out here, that literally been believing in my vision, they're welcome to come here and create. You know, it's like I have a whole backyard. It's wild. So it's like, I mean, I have a whole door that the dude that just did the whole tattoo on my back, he's putting a canvas. I don't know if I can turn this around, but he's literally, this is a door, and he's
okay.
So he just can't, and he's like just doing all my designs. But the fact that like people are believing in me and coming in here and creating is wild, and he's taking his time. So yeah, I will, man, trap y'all to Atlanta. Come over here, y'all. Come bring your ass, man. Come. I'm in Atlanta, and I like y'all literally, man. Nah, y'all help my dreams come true. So I fuck with y'all. So
hey, we love to hear it, man. And you know, we gonna be here for you as soon as we can get these, you know, in-person events going back again. Most definitely, we're gonna let y'all know.
Oh yeah,
man, absolutely.
I'm there. So you know, that's what I've been doing, man. You know. I'm long-winded, so I had to literally write down. It's good when you do interviews to write down your stuff, because that's a whole nother thing. Like, I have my private listening party in the end of March. Ticket's gonna be $7.77 now. I'm challenging it. Because, you know, like I come out with a song every month. You know, this is 21 Savage's year, 2121. So I come out with a song every
Hey.
21st. So I'm soundtracking film. I try to, you know, keep up. I'm trying to master the streaming and the playlist right now. So I'm building a studio in the back room. So I can, you know, I'm super obsessed with soundtracking film. So, you know, forget the acting. I want my music placed in the credits, you know, forever. So
do you have any music on Spotify or like Apple Music right now?
yeah, so yes, I have about 4 or 5 singles. So I have a single called Alchemy that I put out in 2018. That's on a feature film called Pulpit Gangster. I have a single that I just dropped called Love Language that I put out last month, and then I just put out another one like a month before that called Friends with Benefits. So every month I'm putting out a song, and right now I'm coming out with a song called Law of Attraction. And before I did, like earlier today, the engineer just sent me the mix for the final of the master because it's kind of a delay because I'm trying to make this song all Gucci. Yeah. So I'm pushing. So I'm dropping this song any day now. This is Pisces season. It's a full moon, and I did not realize that I'm having this interview right in full moon. So I'm a moon child. It's like it's go time. So be on the lookout for Law of Attraction. It's like that's about to come out, and like that. Yeah, that's it right now. Y'all need to. Oh, and Songwriters Block with Ty. You know, I'm documenting everything. I'm on YouTube. You can subscribe. This is now episode 4 that I'm about to be putting out, and I'm going to have this right when we get off, and I get the link on everything. So
definitely, well, Def, that's man, you're so inspiring. That sounds like everything you put your mind to, you have manifested thus far.
Yeah,
like, I gotta respect that.
Thank you so much, man. It is I encourage people to do what they love and love what they do, and don't let the mental side, you know, don't let other people stop you from your passion, your dream, any of that. If you have a blueprint or a playbook, if you got people that actually support you, you know, rock with that. Not saying quit your job, do the entrepreneur. Oh my God, no, hell no, don't do that shit because you will be dumb. You don't do that. Like you always like. I'm gonna keep y'all game. I make sure I work in corporate America at least 6 months out the year so I can make sure I get unemployment. So because I know I'm a creative being. I know that I'm out the matrix now to where, you know, this was the last time. January I retired. There's no reason why. If you know how to work with your hands and you have a hustle, it's a wrap. Like, nah, you definitely need to tap in. Last year was money. Like what? Like, man, it was so many black businesses that came out the boom, and and then right now, I've been doing background acting work on like background artist since 2013, and Atlanta is the #1 film to freaking come out here. You want to do background? Make sure you work 12 times 1 on set to keep up with your bills. So I make sure I work. I don't even have to worry about really working 12 months. I'm reoccurring now, but it took me 8 years to be reoccurring on the TV show. I don't even watch none of the shows. I dream about film. I've been on I don't even I don't care about the money aspect. I like to create. So, you know, when you tap into that field and you eliminate the money and the worry, you straight. Like don't let that shit get in your head because it's hard, but I got a kid, so I ain't talking this shit like, oh, I ain't got no kid. I'm running around. No, I have a 9-year-old, and you know,
but I gotta keep going.
He's expensive, you know. And then in the world what's going on right now, like what? I need to pass this down to him. It's wild. It's so. Yeah, before I go crazy, because I'm a conspiracy theorist, and yeah, my gemstones, and make sure you recharge your crystals tonight. It definitely it's real out in these streets and stuff. So I'm a hermit. I stay up in my shop now. I don't really need to do nothing but create. You know, I hope people, you know, I have the pocket full of stones. This is my first thing I came out with Got Gems, and I'll end it with this. Like the pocket full of stones is like UGK, pocket full of stones, but you know, these stones, they carry your 7 gemstones for your chakra alignment. And you know, when I first started Trap Art Atlanta, I met like a whole bunch of art people, and the one dude I met, shout out to Alex BTM, he was designing my bags for 2 years, and he was a creative director as well. And I didn't know how artsy I was. I didn't tap in to how I tapped in now. I created my banner now. Like
Hmm.
I just painted my bags, and now this is my new designs. It's like pocket full of stones, chakra bag. Here's your 7 gemstones. It's rose quartz, aventurine, tiger eye, amethyst, pyrite, carnelian, and citrine. And if you do yoga or if you do crystal healing, you line these up with you. You know, keep these with you. They're pocket full of stones, and they're $44.44 with free shipping. And y'all can follow me, or y'all can go to my website at doyougotgems.com, and that's where I'm gonna stop talking.
Hey, I'm about to go check out your whole site because you know it's funny. My first interaction really with crystals was at a trap art event, and this was long before I was actually like working with trap art and everything. And there was a vendor there too, and she had a whole setup with a bunch of crystals and everything. And like at the time, I didn't know what it was. I seen other
Yep.
people with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a little skeptical at the time, but I asked her, and she was more than willing to explain. Like this does this, this does this. She had a book that showed the definition and what they're there
Yep.
for. I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. I'm gonna see what she's talking about, and I'm gonna be real. I wonder.
I bet it probably was by Judy Hall, because Judy Hall is the one that have all the
Probably.
crystal books and stuff. Yep, that's
Yo,
how.
I brought one of my homegirls with me at the time, and I was like, listen, I'm gonna let you know if this works. If it don't work, I'm gonna let you know. And man, I tell you, them things, I felt so empowered. I felt, man, it does something to your spirit. Like
It
the
does,
first time I ever did
I be having
meditation.
to give people that thing. Like, just know, gemstones bring out the true intentions of other people. So these stones, you are putting your energy in these stones. People I can get so deep to where what are we called when we speak spelling words. So watch what you say.
Watch what you spelling out.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't care how irritated I get in this business where if I think I'm doing something or saying something wrong, I have to redirect my caption or something, unarchive, unfollow all that, because what you put out, you bring about, and that's where it gets real with The Secret. Like, you retract what you like, and the universal laws is real. I transitioned from Goddess Talk Dropping Gem podcast to Songwriters Block with Ty, because I got obsessed with teaching people about the universal law and about the crystal properties, that I was losing my mind, because I had to stop. I had to stop, because it's like, yeah, I better get it, but it's like, now I know I'm done. It's not so much I'm done, it's that now I realize, like, Tyler, you're a jewelry designer, you're a crystal healing jewelry designer, and leave it at that. Because if you stress yourself out trying to be like, say in my Bible, and I went Bible now door to door with, I guess they're on their bikes and stuff, and teach. I get it now. I respect it so much, and I'm super duper spiritual that I want to teach people about this shit. But no, you gotta have a balance, because you can lose your fucking mind. Like, you really can, to a point where you don't want to be that person. Like, I don't know. I catch it. It's like, I'm good. So I don't do the explaining no more. And it's not even so much of that. Like, I don't want people thinking that my customer service side is for them to buy my goddamn stones. Cause it's like, I don't want to become that person. Like, so that's why you have to brand yourself. That's why I have I'm no hookups, no handouts. I'm more than just the jewelry designer. I have to brand every way possible. Got gems. It's doing other things where it's just the actual crystal and people's. I have earrings. I have about. You'll see, but crystals. It depends on how people know about them. You gotta explain it that way, because if you got a person that is super biblical and respect everything. I don't have a religion now. I studied Islam. My dad was a Muslim. My mom was a Jehovah's Witness. So I read the Quran enough to where I ain't need to have a Quran and the damn gemstones at the same time. You lose your goddamn mind. And that's kind of what happened in 2013 when my parents divorced. I kind of lost my mind, and I had to meditate, chakra align it. I had to find myself, and I'm here, and it was real to a point now to where I will never look back at that point. But do what you love and love what you do, and
big fact.
yeah, like stay in that alignment, because even your friends that you think was your friends that for years, you wouldn't know that they're kind of throwing you off. I had to leave Las Vegas to chase my dream, and that was high school and college crab in a barrel, you know. So me coming to Atlanta, I have a lot of middle school friends here. I was scared to talk to all my middle school friends here because I went to school out here from 6th to 8th grade. I won 8th grade singer. I mean, me and my son's father was together since middle school. We had a son that was 9. We was together for like 12 or 13 years. And so everybody in middle school knows that we're that childhood to where I didn't want to talk to nobody. Like, we just separated. Oh my God. So now people probably think, oh, she's bougie. No, I know that I love y'all as much as y'all love me. Just, if we meet, we meet. But it took me a high place to get here. And I ain't going back down, you know.
Yeah, heard that.
But I thank you guys. I got it all out. I do thank you guys so much for having me and not giving up on the damn glitch, because I sure ain't know what was going on.
Hey, you know what? The universe is working in crazy ways. I'm telling you right now, and I feel like sometimes when that type of stuff happens, you know, it's other entities out here that's like, nah, we trying to stop all that, and it's like,
oh
no,
my God,
we're gonna get this.
It was like I
going.
hesitated to put the little promo up at the end, the last 2 minutes when I was posting the video, and right when I hesitated and I did it, it's like something about to happen. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's a new iPhone. No, it's not. And right when you was trying to connect me, I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So it all go back to your thought process, and it is a full moon, and you're correct. So I'm gonna stay positive. We made it. So I love y'all. This is facts. I love y'all too, man. Thanks for even joining. I be happy when it's one person. You know, it's the little things in this world right now. 21. God damn it.
Right.
So.
You know, and I noticed something that you had mentioned too, like, you know, with your parents, you know, splitting up and everything. Like, I think that a lot of people find their spirituality out of traumatic experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And that's wild, but it's so empowering though, because you can align yourself with some of these things. Like just reading this book, like you said, it changed your life. Me finding those crystals, man, like I was holding on to them crystals for dear life. Okay, like what? I don't know what it is about them, but it really helped me. Like whenever
it made me understand how people be like, oh, don't touch my stones. Like at first,
oh no, nobody can touch my stones.
Yeah, so at first, it's so many people that tried to buy this stone off me, and I never got it. I ain't gonna lie, like I started teaching so much about the crystals because I had to get the one stone a popalite, because I didn't know how to explain shit. So a popalite helped with my communication, because I'm left-handed, I talk backwards, and shit. And in college communication, I had to take that bitch 2 times because that's how I had to learn. I had anxiety. I had to do the whole performance. It's like my 14th performance, and I mastered my stage performance. I never had stage fright. A nigga was stiff on the stage, and it's like, so me learning that these stones actually help me. Like the amethyst helps activate your third eye, your pineal gland. So it's like that stone is my baby. It helps with anxiety. It helps with insomnia. It helps with all that. But you gotta look at the other world. Some people be activating these hoes. Some people they fuck with the magical side. Some people do the tarot reading. Some people do all of that. But I learned that I don't have to do none of that. That's why this is like the saying is, don't fuck with me if your chakras aren't aligned. Because it's like literally, if your chakras are not aligned and one is blocked, you don't even know if it's blocked. But you giving out, you pouring out that type of energy, and it's sucky because, you know, this shit is real. Your people around you, negative energy is real, first of all. So it could be your family, your friends, all that. So it got to a point where, you know, my mama don't take it personal. Like, I don't like everything got to be scheduled now, you know.
Right.
I'm very much appointment based. My store is not for the public. It's in store. It's store pickup only. Okay. You know, it's a showroom. If you ain't buying online to come pick up, you cannot come in. It gets to that point where, yeah, I'm all about
protect your energy.
How about that? Like I see, like, you know, I see it. I see that, you know, people want to see what I got, but people don't know they don't know the story. And then when you find people that just that is in this type of business and they're so obsessed with the money part, I don't want to work with them people. So you'll see me kind of disappear from them motherfuckers, because I really, you know, in my mind, I'm Bob Marley. I'm rich in abundance, so I'm gonna always be rich. So that shit don't faze me. I don't I struggle so much that, you know, hell no, you think I'm going to be right now in this life still worried about money? That's what's stopping you? I mean, you ask somebody, you know, I'm very passionate. So if you like somebody tell me they're passionate, I'm on go mode. Like, oh yeah, you can do that. Yes, bitch. Like no problem. But yeah, so I see that, that also, you know, that and being nice and stuff, that you got to just watch yourself, you know, because I'm very jolly with my crystals and I'm a happy person. And I don't see some things that my mom and my dad now, like they're my best friends, and they see, they be like, oh yeah, Ty, no, look at that, boom, boom, bam. So until my parents gonna be alive today, 100, and I'm gonna always go to them asking them questions and shit, because right now I realize that you know, friends is cool, but I got soul tribe. You know, everybody in my soul tribe, it's weird. It's like these people start off as strangers. Some people start off as Instagram friends that I'm still friends with right now. My closest friends are the people from Trap Art. You know, they're all business affiliated so much to a point it's like, damn, I'm happy I met them. Like we all popping now to where we had a whole, like we made a whole event called Vibes and Colors pre-Valentine's Gala, and we sold out. And it was one person doing adult coloring. She was the host, I was the singer, and it was amazing. We all met from Trap Art, and it was dope. So after from Trap Art, all my soul tribe started coming. It's like, I'm gonna stick with Trap Art. They dope, but I see like y'all open my brain up to brand. So to just brand yourself, you open even more to brand yourself. I already knew that. So when I was vendoring with y'all and shit, it's like y'all are showing y'all free. Y'all are offering this service free. So, you know, y'all do it so amazing. And it's like people they so quick to create something, put a price on that hoe. And that's fine, no problem. But you got to put your 10,000 hours in.
I feel like it's about the intention behind what it is that you're doing.
Yes,
you know?
People can feel it. People can actually feel it. So when I sit up one day, I'm like, okay, sales are slow, but you know what? I don't care that the sales is slow, Ty. It's like it gets to that point where, you know, you got your solid clients that you know why you're doing it. Revert back to why you're doing it. I'm a wholesaler, so if anything, I forgot about the whole tattoo shop. Before I even had it, my store, I had my stuff placed I had my jewelry placed in the tattoo shop last year, and it's like, so that taught me also to, you know what, I want all my stuff placed in all the tattoo shops out here in Atlanta. I'm not done. I gotta still go downtown one day out the year and work, nigga. Like it's never. You gotta always keep them 5 streams of income. Like that shit's real. And I'm not saying
right there.
I ain't rich. I ain't saying that, but no. Like my mom is that person that wanted me to be in business administration, human resource management. You know, she was chasing she was with my dad for 25 years. He was a musician, so. She act like she don't like music. She hate music. She hate all that shit. So I don't even like being called a singer. I'm a songwriter, you know. So I don't like performing. I don't like people. I love people. Let me rephrase that. I don't care for the attention. So I'm not gonna keep performing. I got enough video quality to see me singing. God damn it! What I need to keep going out there singing for? Like I'm just saying me. Like I'm not in that frame because attention is a disease. So these folks, Instagram, like people are obsessed with the attention part that I even gotta check myself, because it's like, all right, I posted too much today, I gotta stop. But it's more so, it's like, okay, I got 5 Instagram accounts that it's an algorithm that I'm on.
Stay on top of.
Yeah, it's like I don't have 5 businesses, but I have 2 established businesses that I have 5 pages that I gotta keep up with. I'm promoting myself. I'm not crying in people inbox saying, hey, repost. I am in those people inbox that are my genuine friends. So yeah, every week or so it's 100 people getting tagged my shit, you know. So, and in text messages. But I think all of us creatives, we get it. And
definitely, most definitely,
we get it. Y'all, we get it. I've been y'all the strategy y'all did started from last year. I was gonna do the whole mental health therapy class that y'all was doing and stuff, the workshop. I was like, yeah, that is amazing, because I want to eventually let people know why I started, because it was mental health. My whole family is mental health, and that's why I do this. And but May is that mental health month, so maybe I really show that side, because I was scared to tell people, well, yeah, I do have anxiety, but you know what, it does start with your mental. And I give myself a pat on the back because I kind of mastered anxiety to a certain extent. I know what my anxiety, I know what triggers me and what doesn't. So that's really it. I'm not gonna let that stop my dream or my passion. So that's what the huge thing was anxiety that was supposed to stop it, and that didn't. So, and then it's not that, oh, I smack bitches anxiety. No, and it's none of that. It's, oh, I can't. No, it's none of that. It's just I'm a crybaby. So I gotta hold my tears in when something hurt my feelings. Nobody, like, it's a certain level of anxiety that I have that, ooh, that's not good for the business world. Like, you don't want to be looking like no little crybaby. So yeah, oh my gosh. So yeah,
you got it though. You got it. You out here doing the thing. You a hustler, and the fact that you have good intentions with everything that you're doing. That's what's gonna take you real far.
Thank you.
So we're gonna definitely stay tapped in with you.
Thank you. Yeah, I give people. That's what I was doing. I was giving people stones for free. That people, stop doing that. Turn it to a business. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. But yeah, man, I got good intentions. I would love whenever I didn't even know you guys came back to Atlanta that day. I seen y'all back. I kind of just seen it, and it was too late. It's like, yo, I know y'all. I like y'all. I'm gonna follow y'all wherever y'all go. I'm gonna be in London.
Definitely.
I want to go with y'all because y'all are dope.
Yes.
I still want to style the models because I'm eventually coming out with my clothing line, but the jewelry, I want to style them. So just put a word in me. I think I was talking to Brittany in text messages before COVID. I think that's her name, Brittany. I don't know. Tell her I'm still interested too.
I got you. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna stay tapped in, and as soon as we get these in-person events, popping back again, you're gonna be one of the first to know.
Thank you,
man. You've been super amazing, and I just wish you all the best on your journey. All the positive vibes. Go and charge them crystals. Get everything else that you're about to start creating. Get that going, because everybody who's here right now watching or might be watching a little later, I want you to go and tap in, go follow, go get you some healing crystals, because them things is magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and I'm gonna go check out your shop. So how can we stay in tune? How can we go get some crystals from you? You said that you got to buy online in order to even go to the shop. So how do we stay tapped in that way?
Yeah, if you live in Atlanta, just hit me up. If you live in Atlanta, my shop. Make sure this phone don't die now. Come on. Okay, if you live in Atlanta, my address is 211 South Main, Suite A. I'm behind the Dairy Queen. My shop is shaped like a pyramid. You can go to doyougotgems.com, and you can follow me at _gotgems. I do custom orders. If you have a crystal, I'll wrap the crystal for you. You can send it to me. I specialize in copper. You check out all of my designs. I hope you guys like me.
Yes, ma'am. Of course. We definitely gonna stay tapped in with you. And I definitely appreciate all your positive energy and letting us know, just, allowing us to be within your world. And so we're gonna continue to support, provide you all the exposure and all that good stuff. So thank you again so much.
And I'm like, I had you. I was looking at that and I'm like, oh, I hope I get her, and I got her. Okay, so
I'm here for the community,
Yes, it's awesome. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all follow me at No Hookups, No Handouts. Follow me at _gotgems. Songwriters Block with Ty and Tahila. I'll put that up now. And follow Trap Art if you're just now getting there. Amazing. If you're starting your business, man, follow them. Follow wherever they go, because they're expanding, and they're like, I'm about to hop on the magazine too. So, you guys, y'all stay awesome, man. And
most definitely. All the best vibes to you, man. You've been amazing. We appreciate you. And we're going to stay tapped in. So stay with us. We're going to keep, uplifting all of our artists. So thank you so much for tuning in with us today.
No problem, you guys. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you too.
You wanna be my sinner, attention, what's your intention? All of my business, your infatuation with me. All of my mentions, all my suggestions. When I scroll up, you all up on my feet. You wanna be my sinner, you all up on my feet. The attraction.
There's nothing funnier than the truth. Even if it hurts a little bit, that's it's still funny.
Yeah. No, and his last 3 things that he did with Netflix, he compared life to the book, this pimp book, and what happened to him when he disappeared, and what they tried to when they winged him back in, and how he knew how to just really, whether he took a plan or a deal, he knew how to play with the snake of the world, of what's going on how to really just stay out the matrix, at the same time work the system and get all the bread, but still tell the story. He'll tell the crackers right then and there.
Well, you have to be clever as a serpent and gentle as a dove.
Exactly.
You gotta be in it, but not of it.
Yeah.
You gotta know your worth and stand for something so that you won't go for anything.
So he's been around the dark side of this business and what it sometimes the sacrificial things that you do in order for you to be, and people that sell their soul are never free to be themselves.
Of course not.
You're never free.
It's got so much in the look. That's why I've been songwriting for about 8 or 9 years. I was into graphic design when I went to the art school, just so I can learn the subliminal or the graphics, so I can learn how to subliminally songwrite. Mm-hmm. So when I got to Atlanta, and you can tell. Meaning, like, you can tell the artists that are going to be singing towards the kids that do all the drugs, and you can tell the artists that's putting in the message that's going to wake their ass up. That's very rare. It's rare for anybody to be singing about conscious music. They're going to turn that shit off. But there's different frequencies in the music of the Hertz music. That's why I was learning sound frequencies.
All sound frequency, the way you talk, everything, your posture, everything. It's like a tree. Yeah. The reason why trees are so powerful is because they stand so tall. They're so rooted.
Yeah.
An individual who is the same will be so powerful because he's so rooted in whatever he's rooted in. The problem with a lot of things in this world too now is that if you aren't going along with everything they're doing, every clique now wants a Big Mac.
Yeah.
There's no uniqueness. Even music. When you turn the music radio on in the 60s, you heard eclectic frequencies and voices. Now you hear the same shit, unfortunately. And that's not to take away from the talent, because young folks are more talented than they were. It's just that the message has become more polluted, and the way they're monetizing the shit is so rapid and fast now that they're afraid. Because when they had us before lock, stock, and barrel, before downloaded, now they're trying to figure out how to catch up to this. Because they're like these young kids, trap artists, even guys. What's the kid from Chicago? Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Even though he stands for positive education, he still was smart enough to know, I gotta stay independent of this business in order to maximize my potential.
See, oh my God, and Daddy, I want to be like. So I want to be like a female Chance the Rapper. So that's why I move the way I move, and I've been no hookups, no handouts. Where the dream is free, the hustle so separately, because I've learned how you can be at a top area, but they'll try to barter and trade you. But the barter and trade is nigga shit. Yeah. And it's at a point now, I mean, like, you don't even want to deal with that no more.
And it's a sensitive emotion. I mean, from a man, the vanity can tear you down, because this business will have you believe all women ain't shit.
Yeah.
And as a woman, this business will have you believe men ain't shit. You don't need a man. Because there's certain agendas in this business that don't want you to stay whole. You know what I mean? And it don't mean that it gotta be like that, because obviously people make it and they're happy.
Yep.
And they're flourishing. And it's a navigation that's hard to weave. And I think a lot of people put time on it. A lot of people come be like, yo, what happened? What do you mean what happened? I'm still living.
Yeah. Right.
And it's funny that people who ask me this have never accomplished anything in music.
Nothing.
So you'd be like, what happened? Be like, I'm still on my journey. It's just that I'm 30 years into my journey. Now, whatever you submit it to or you count it as, that's your opinion.
Yeah. Where do you? That's why.
And people say, well, don't you get affected? Listen, they talked about Muhammad and Jesus
all the time.
What is it? I mean, they gonna talk about you. You can be.
That's when you're about.
You can be Angela Bassett, and somebody will have something negative to say about a beautiful sister who's talented like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that Angela Bassett or these other people that I may feel, my opinion might be like they've done it the right way, or you can really see their passion and love for.
Yeah.
But you know, that's my opinion, and
Yeah.
everybody has a right to their opinion. Just like some people say, "Oh, you tripping? You walked away from all that stuff." I couldn't do it. So the private parties and the stuff that was going on with like that they're discovering now, that they used to be like, this dude is crazy.
No.
But now, what's his name? Not Bernstein. See, I'm so far removed from music sometimes I try to forget all, because I used to be like a business revolutionary.
Yeah.
I'm one of the only artists who've ever walked in a deal and walked out a deal, still living, got threatened, all of that stuff. Because when they threatened me, I threatened them back worse.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Who
cool.
you sound like?
Yeah. Yo, that's like, yo, no, it's real. Like that's.
Taylor, I'm gonna insert. You see so far how real the situation is.
Oh no, it's just this thing right here.
So just from you being here, what 15 minutes. This is very real. Christopher, when I met him, he said, Antar, I was trying to figure out what type of rejection that I wanted in the world to say. I didn't want to be this like, because this other guy Chuck, when he was putting me on the camera, he had me looking like some vicious gangster and old man that was burnt out. I didn't want that. I didn't want. There's different aspects of human beings in their journey and what they're evolving into. The different things that they learn to help enhance their understanding out here. So he said, I'd like to help collaborate on your sitcom, and maybe it can be like The Godfather of Harlem. Now that there, it made sense to me, especially
because you have so many stories. So when I started hearing you, and there's a few of them that are lead powerful situations. So I started thinking about how we don't make film. We aren't allowed sometimes to make films like Woody Allen, New York Stories.
It's gonna be authentic.
Say that again?
We aren't allowed to make films. We're allowed to make movies. There's another reason why, no disrespect to the Wayne brothers, I love Keenan, but there's a reason why Sean and Marlon get a bunch of budgets from Hollywood, because it's nigga shit,
right.
slapstick shit.
Slap happy.
Whoa, that's.
And people are afraid to say it. I don't give a fuck.
No, you're
'Cause
right.
they listen,
and that's
the one thing about me is that people, all they can ever say about me is they can nail me and be like, he ain't famous no more. So what?
I was gonna ask you, do you feel like, have you ever went on like a show and seen that? Have you ever went on a show and like, oh, this shit gonna flop, but I don't even care because I'm getting the money for it.
Yeah.
Because when I go to movie sets and stuff, I can see the whole movie about to partake, and I'm like, wow, do these actors ever think at one point this movie about to be whack, but they getting bread, like they're gonna get paid regardless? Are they in it for the money, or are they in it for this, just putting their reels out?
I'm not even sure, because once they start doing it repetitively,
Yeah.
then I'm led to believe that this is just the way they operate.
Okay.
And it's like, for me, it's hard to go in the studio. I don't care if Clive Davis was sitting there going, hey pal, like he would talk about Whitney like he taught her to sing. Hey pal, they kill me when they do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, so now, because he gave someone a record deal, he gave them their talent.
Right, and that is true.
Yeah.
And they always had their
And
talent.
to the day she died, they're sitting there still trying to show the control. You gotta understand that last night before Whitney took her last breath, she was just trying to prove to me that she still had it.
Oh my God.
And then they're dancing and partying while she lay dead in the
there's
building.
so much.
There's so much
shit,
disrespect. When they take yourself to have to adapt. I come up with the understanding in my years out here, Taylor, that we are living in captivity.
Mm-hmm.
We have no idea of what it's like to be free, because our home was a geographical location that we have never experienced in our mindset. So when you don't experience home in your mindset, you have no reference point to what that is.
Yeah.
So what you had to do was to adapt to the demons that was killing you and your people, and raping and murdering and slaughtering your people. No matter how they tried to evolve to be businessmen, to be professionals, they burnt us up and killed us. So what we had to do was create our own mindset to adapt to this entrapment and being in captivity. But like, just like anything, when there's pressure on the diamond, it produces diamonds.
Yeah.
when there's
Being
pressure.
pressure.
And that's
you
what
can't
we
become
are.
one without it.
We are those diamonds right now, and it's up to us to be in control of our autonomy. And that's why I like what you said about.
And we're learning, we're evolving. Shit's just not changing.
Yeah.
I mean, we see it in Tyler Perry. Super proud of Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Even times when I don't really love his movies, I'm just proud of the fact that he allowed the creator to prepare a play for him.
Yeah.
And when man kept saying no, he kept saying yes. By believing in himself, putting it to his own real estate. Even if it took Arthur Primus and Al Washington. Big shout to Peaches. A lot of people don't know that Arthur Primus and them, the people who really gave Tyler his shot to control that gate.
Right.
And Tyler did his thing. So kudos to Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
I just think that unfortunately for us, we don't have filmmakers quite often.
Right.
Allowing
like
them
Mary Man People's father.
Like Melvin. And I mean, I give it to Spike. And not saying that Tyler is a filmmaker.
Right.
He is. And he's prepared to place on his own. I just feel that what happens is the demand on Tyler to produce content over. So it's like, what is the content?
Yeah.
So it becomes, now you're stuck in this machine where you're trying to wing out.
Because what you
know
throw
what
it
I'm
out
saying?
is a
And
one.
so now the other side is this. It's what they try to do to people like Will Smith. So it's like Will becomes box office. Every summer, 10 years ago, it was like Will against, 15 years ago, Will against Tom Cruise. Will against, who's going to get July 4th? Well, now that phase of life is over. Movies, everything's on the phone. So now what they try to do is tear down and be like, oh, he can't be that big anymore. Yeah. But thank God for Will, he's finding other things to influence people and just having fun generally with his life, it seems.
Right.
Through the struggles up, we all have that. But again, kudos to those guys from different sides of the spectrum.
Right.
I'm not, but again, Will's pressure to become like, okay, but I'm the guy, so this is what they're saying.
Right.
But what are you saying?
Right. Well, see, that's why.
Like, what is your creator now telling you to do? Because he's given you to whom much is given.
Right.
Now, what are you required to do to fulfill what's in you? And that's when you find out really what a person is. I mean, you see all of these women coming out and telling stories that men weren't able to tell.
When men weren't able to tell. Regina King.
Or the vanity in the man, they're like, well, if I get a budget, I'm going to tell some pimp, buffoonery, some silly shit.
Right.
Instead of making a movie. It's crazy that the Hughes brothers aren't repetitive filmmakers.
Right.
You know why? Because they're talented young black men who shoot film with real actors.
Right. Well, that's why I like Spike Lee. Spike Lee.
Bitches, keep your coochie clean. One more time. You got it? Stinking pussy bitches. I love y'all. Y'all been great. Ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you niggas. Put your brown fingers up in the air. It's your head and you don't even much care. You finna get another bag this year. My ex bitch, you can have that there. This year, bad vibe, they cut off. New tricks, no shits with no draws. More tricks, more smoking, no cars. More shows, but do falls. I ain't trying to show no shade, cause I can't see them in my lane. As long as my rent get paid, I don't care less what bitch thing, huh? You in the club every night with no job.
You already know what time it is. This is Tyler Gray. Today is March 2nd. I am on set of The Resident, and it's The Resident, and we're filming episode 10. It's the first time they're using my car, so my car is gonna be famous. Oh my God. So right now, they are setting up. I don't know if y'all can really see, but they're kind of setting up right now, and yeah. Where do I begin? Holy macaroni. It's a lot of anyways, I'm about to stop acting like I don't know what time it is. So y'all know I've been manifesting all day, every day. Pray, faith, always up. And I don't really even remember where I ended on the last episode. I think I did my songwriter's block, my first songwriter's block at the shop. That shit was dope. We already did that. Yo, it was Mercury retrograde. Fucking crazy. Yo, I've been definitely putting my boss pants on and stuff, and realizing how much of a boss that I am. So bosses don't even be saying like, oh, I'm a boss, I'm a boss, I'm a boss. We just do the motherfucking thing, you feel me? And yeah, I am I had to delay my single Law of Attraction. We're postponing it. Apparently, you know, this is gonna be something to where this will be a first single that I'm gonna be putting on a playlist, and that's getting pushed through a distribution. So I'm kind of excited about that. And yeah, so Law of Attraction, that will be released soon. I don't think I'm gonna put dates on anything anymore, because I be jinxing shit. So I don't want to put no more dates. So we're not doing dates. Songwriter's block with Tide is getting juicy and cozy in this bitch. I'm gonna be documenting, and I'm seeing how this is like turning into you guys slowly like knowing who I am and my family and stuff. So you brand yourself. That's what you do, right? And you're a walking business. So I know with myself that I have to brand myself as an independent artist. Two things that I've seen I don't like being called is an entrepreneur and an artist. A lot of motherfuckers be trying you with that shit, you know. I don't really care about other motherfuckers. I just don't like, I don't know if it's the deliverance or, you know, it's like so much of like your first impression when you go to like a job interview, or your first impression period if you go or whatever, and you looking busted as fuck, and they're not gonna hire you. Like, you supposed to dress how you dress like a boss. You dress nice. That attracts. Where am I going to? All to say that, you know, I lost my train of thought. That's crazy. That means I smoke a lot of weed. But yeah, presentation is everything. How you dress, you know, that's everything. And that's so funny how y'all just watched me forget what the fuck I was talking about. So when y'all rewind this shit, she be like, damn, she was just on that and that. But that's the authentic side. So I've been moving. I've been busting moves. I bought a projector for my shop. I'm getting ready to get started on building my studio in the shop. Closer to being able to record myself in my studio. Soundtrack and film, that is leading more towards the end of the year when I start placing my music in films successfully by myself. Not saying I don't want anybody's help, but I want to learn to do that by myself, and I'm already in that. I'm already there. I already did it. I have my song placed in a film in 2018 called Alchemy. Check that out. I have I will be a featured singer on The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That show, actually, I don't know if they're talking to me. That show is actually going to be on Disney Plus, and it's going to be out in March, and they're actually going to be promoting this month. This is why I'm kind of like going hard this month. And yeah, a lot of moves have been made, and now it's just time to enjoy it. I was able to save up and do some things that I've been wanting to check off, so I can be able to be in a creative field form of networking and strictly branding my business and
getting this new merch out and focusing on what I'm working on. I did see that I run my mouth so much that I don't even see that you better stop running your mouth, period. Like, I know what it is with me. Not saying, oh, I run my mouth. I'm talking about, like, with your passion and your dream, and you know who you are and what you're capable of. So I did name this shit, that shit is getting weird and stuff, because it is. I know that, like, people gravitate towards you when they see that you got great things going for you, and that's fucking awesome. And, you know, you just gotta be aware of the people that come around you, you know. You always, like, when you're applying for a job, you do your research on the job. Sometimes nowadays people just apply for that motherfucker because they need the bread, but, you know, I research people, I research everything, and this is the businesses that I do. Not like, bitch, it's like just like if you dating a nigga and you turn an investigation 90 fucking 8 and you on the ground and you trying to see who the fuck that nigga fucking, who he know, and all of that, and what last bitch was sucking his dick. That, like that. That's kind of like, it's cool to do that, because you know, I have to eliminate being nice. And, you know, I do sometimes be worried about what other motherfuckers think of me and shit, but that don't get me nowhere, so I stop that shit, and I just stop giving a fuck about what anybody thinks about me, because you motherfuckers are not in my vision. Y'all not on my playbook. Y'all not in my goddamn blueprint. So it be all so much like, you ain't a motherfucker like me anyway. Fuck out of here. Be a lot of motherfuckers that, you know, I was letting just sit and watch my every move, and it's cool, you let people watch every move and shit, but some that get unhealthy, and in my world right now, I don't want to do that. I want to eliminate, reset, revamp, do anything that I need to do, so where I feel comfortable creating and doing what I'm doing. Songwriter's block is going to be, I don't know if I'm gonna do it this month, because this is a strong month. That'll be a challenge. I'm gonna be flying out next week, the week after, and the week after it's a busy ass month. So stay in tune. You definitely can stream my singles that I've been dropping every month. You know, we got Love Language, we got Alchemy, we got Friends with Benefits, we got Less Vibes. Go check out those singles. They are on all digital platforms. And what else? Check out my trap art interview that I just did a couple days ago, and you'll know more about me and my journey and my vision. And what else? I'm in the car. I told you I'm in the car. My car gonna be famous today. We on set. And I found out some cool shit. So I thought that, being that I'm core, like I'm on the show and shit as a fucking nurse or admin, I thought that I get paid just for the days that I'm working every day. You know, sometimes we just take the COVID test and they be like, okay, you got the day off. We don't need you today, throughout the week and shit. And I was like, oh, I thought we didn't get paid for that day. No, I get paid every day, whether I work or not. So that's golden. That's golden. And yeah, God bless, and you know, keep the faith, have a plan, write it down. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. We got key points. I'm alpha, I rock dolo. I ain't missing out on shit. Dirty 30 is approaching, and my mind and everything is just like, I'm just, you know, a lot of little things going on. I'm not gonna so much be in no fucking midlife crisis shit. I know that's not gonna happen. I just know that I'm in preparation mode. So
Make sure you're following me on all my social medias for No Hookups, No Handouts, _ Got Gems Showroom. My personal page, Tahila. You don't really gotta follow that page, honestly. I don't really want people, I don't really give a fuck about you following that page. You follow my business pages. That's what I'm trying to expand. You know, that's where the network, you know, people know me. You guys get it. And shit, until next time.
All of my mentions, all my suggestions. When I scroll up, you all up on my feed. The attraction is receptive. I can feel all of your energy. Just don't keep acting like I'm a distraction, 'cause this mind stimulation is activating.